Good morning everyone. This is the third video of your first chapter. In the last videos, we read about evolution of computer and some earlier devices used for calculation. Students, in today's video, we will learn about the generation of computers and different type of computers. Before studying about different generations of computer, we all should know what a generation of computer is. A generation of computer is a period of time in which the technology of computer developed or changed. In this video, we will see how the size and price of computer reduced and the processing speed, storage capacity and reliability increased. There are 5 generations of computer. We will read about all these generations one by one. So let's see the first generation of computer. The first generation of computers was the time period between 1949 to 1956. The first generation computers were very huge in size and were very expensive. They were only affordable by the government organizations. The size of these computers were very big because they used vacuum tubes for storage and processing purpose. These computers emitted lots of heat and had a very slow processing speed. These computers used machine language for programming. Some example of first generation computers are UNIVAC 1, Universal Automatic Computer, and ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator. We all have read about both of these devices in earlier videos. Now let's study about the second generation of computers. Second generation computers is the time period between 1956 to 1963. In the second generation of computer, vacuum tubes were replaced by transistors, and due to the use of these transistors, the size of the computer reduced and they also got much cheaper, and the processing speed of computer got much faster. And now in this generation, assembly level language was used for programming instead of machine language. Some example of second generation computers are IBM 1401. Now let's see about the third generation of computer. The third generation's computer is the time period between 1964 to 1971. Now the transistors were replaced by IC, that is integrated circuits. One IC had a lots of transistors, and due to the use of IC, the size of the computer reduced and the processing speed increased. Now in the third generations of computer, keyboard and mouse were used for the first time, and that made the use of computer more easy. Example of third generation computer are IBM 360 and Apple IIc. Now let's study about the fourth generation computer. The fourth generation computers is the time period between 1971 till the present time. The fourth generation computers used large scale integration. That means hundreds of components were fixed on a small chip. The size of the computer reduced considerably due to the use of these microprocessors. Now, in the fourth generation computer, the computer became more faster and powerful, and the price reduced and was available for general purposes. In the fourth generation, computer included input for taking data from the user and output to give the result after processing. Example of fourth generation computers are Intel 4004 and Intel 8080. The fifth generation computer is still in the mind of scientists, and it is all about AI, that is artificial intelligence. Now we will move further and read about the types of computers. There are four types of computer. These are supercomputers, mainframe computers, mini computers, and microcomputers. We will read about all of these types in details. So let's start from supercomputers. Supercomputers have the highest configuration of all the computers. They are the most powerful computers in the world. They have large storage capacity and high processing speed. They are mainly used in weather forecasting and launching of rockets. Examples of supercomputers are Param and Anurag. You all should remember the name of these supercomputers. Now let's move further. Mainframe computers. They are also high configuration computers with large storage capacity and high processing speed. They are multi-user computers, and hundreds to thousands of users can work at a time on these computers. They are used in big organizations like bank, industries, and insurance companies. Examples of mainframe computers are IBM 390 and Z900. Mini computers. Mini computers are also multi-user computers, but only 10 to 100 of users can work on this computer at a time. They have smaller configuration in comparison to mainframe computers. They are used in large supermarkets and malls. Examples of mini computers are PDP-8 and VAX. Now we'll see the last type of computer, that is microcomputer. It is the least expensive computer. It is smaller in size than mini computers. It is usually made for a single user. It is used as personal computers in our home or school labs. It is also known as personal computer or digital computer. So that's all for today, and we will learn about the characteristics and limitations of computer in our next video.